Hello everyone, it's Charles here again, and we're on our journey exploring the visual programming language called Scratch. You know how we started, we talked about coding, and we saw the need to teach coding to children as early as possible, and we said that would give them an edge when it comes to making career choices later in life. Plus the fact that it gives us higher chances of having more um, diversity in form of females um, going into tech related jobs in future. uh, we equally saw some other skills that coding could empower our children with. Uh, One of them, which I probably didn't really emphasize on, is understanding or having the ability to be logical problem solvers. Critical reasoning is one skill that coding enhances because it encourages the child to think through every single decision they have to make. Why would you put a block here uh, and then follow it with another block? Why you get to know why you do what you do. It makes the child think. um, we also said it's had so many similar advantages that numeracy skills um, impart to the child. Now we've explored so many other things. If you haven't watched the video, please go and see the other videos in this series where I talk a lot about what you could do with Scratch programming language. So we want to actually do our first project. We want to create our first project, and in this project we'll be exploring one of the principles of coding. Remember, one of the videos I said that coding basically has three building blocks, and those building blocks you would find at least one of them in every well written program or code. Okay, by the way, a program is simply a sequence of instructions that help us to achieve our task or solve a problem for us. Okay, it's very similar to planning a party. Okay, where you start off with the first event in for the day, followed by the second event and stuff like that. At the end of the day, the success of the party depends on how those events were carried out in the order they were carried out. Okay, so programming or coding is very similar to that. You might want to throw in the fact that coding actually helps children with their organizing skills. Yeah, could say that. Alright, now the first project I would like us to create, which is quite exciting, is one that has to do with drawing shapes. Yes, our codes can draw shapes. Alright, now this right here in front of us is the Scratch desktop, which is the third installment in the Scratch program series. Now I can't use this, unfortunately. I'm really sorry about that, because um, we don't have the pen blocks right here. So I'm going to close this and go use at least the latest version. Or should we give the first version a try? Alright, let's give the first version a try and see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to close this right now and go to version 1. I'll launch it. Alright, so here's how version 1 looks. Now we're going to start the project here. We may not finish it, but if we can, we'll very well do that. Alright, so now I mentioned that we'll be drawing shapes, right? I know one of the things you might be tempted to do would be to delete the sprite, okay, that comes with every project, the default sprite, which is our cat right here. Now if you noticed, our cat has the name sprite1. If you don't like the name, you could change it. Alright, but right now we need to draw shapes. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? We are going to hide our sprite when our code starts. So by the time we hide our sprite, we could draw the shape to replace the sprite. Alternatively, if you want the sprite to still be there, we could draw the shape around the sprite. Okay, maybe we should explore that option. Alright, we could draw the shape around the sprite. Okay, but let's draw the shape first. Alright, now if you look at the stage, we have a backdrop here. Right now the stage is empty. Okay, and that's cool because we want to draw a shape, right? So we need something that's really clear. Alright, so the first block in every Scratch program is an event block. Okay, and an event in coding is simply something that responds to our actions, our user actions. Now whenever you're using a computer, most notably your actions would be the click action. Okay, now that click action is also known as a click event. Okay, so it happens when you click the mouse. Alright, now we want stuff to happen when we click that green flag right there. Can you see it over there? Alright, now if I click the green flag, nothing happens. Why? Because right now we don't have any code. Okay, now all the codes are usually written under the script tab. Alright, the costumes tab help us to add different costumes to our existing sprites if we need to. When we'll be animating, we'll see why costumes are really important. Sounds enable us to add sounds and make our programs really cool. Okay, to make them real when we'll be doing animations or telling stories too. That will really help. Yeah. Alright, so let's start this off really quick. So I'm going to click my control. Alright, in this version there's the control set of blocks. If you notice, all of them have the same color. Alright, so I'm going to just click on it, and remember, don't click for too long. The left click of your mouse is the one that we're using. Alright, you click on this and drag it. When you come to the scripting area, you release the mouse. Okay, don't release the mouse until you're within this area, and you drop it. Okay, now remember we said we want to hide our cat, right? So the next thing we'll do is to hide. Now where do you think hide is gonna be? We'll find out in the